Hi everybody, it's Martin. All these XJWs wakening up like never before. Look, take a look. It's unbelievable. Some of them are doing their first videos. I saw an Australian woman the other day doing her first video, and it's almost like this great weight was sort of lifted off her as she was talking on camera and posting this video. She made it clear that it was her first video and she didn't intend doing any more, but she wasn't that sure. But I think she's done 2 up to now. She's got hers on there. And it was like this great weight was lifted off her shoulders. Because when you belong to that religion, it's almost like you are shackled. That's how you feel. You can't have an independent thought. If you're not sure about something, you had to run it by the elders. You couldn't just go in and research it yourself. So it does definitely feels as if they've got hold of your reins. So if you get too far ahead, they can pull you back. But one thing that you can't deny is the fact that over the last few years, there has been a massive increase in people posting on YouTube who used to be Jehovah's Witnesses, because it's almost like they've now been given a voice and they weren't allowed that previously, because you needed to remain sort of humble and subdued and take direction from the elders. So it's almost like they've had their straitjackets removed, and they love it. They love this newfound freedom. And when I think about some of the older apostates who have YouTube channels, I can see how liberated they feel. Mike and Kim, they're extremely liberated when they do their videos, to the point where Mike feels so at ease with his audience that he always says, "Welcome to my brand of madness," which I actually love him saying that statement. And this newfound freedom that they can all demonstrate is just something that you could only have dreamed of when you belonged to that really, really controlling religion. But we've now got to a point where, once we've left, we've done our first video, and we've got a little bit of it out of our system, we then start looking at other people's videos on YouTube, and you need a collective viewpoint, don't you? And to do that, you need to look at quite a few of the videos. So you could start with John Cedars, Mike and Kim, Faithful Slave, Son of Thunder, Great Apostate. These are just ones that are in my head now. You can start looking at their videos as someone that's just left the Jehovah's Witness religion, and take all that information that you're now looking into and come up with your own viewpoint. Don't just take one person's point of view, because it will only be a point of view unless, of course, they can categorically prove it, as they did with the Australian Royal Commission, which the courts of law proved without a shadow of doubt. When that's not the case, and they can't prove factual things like that, it could just be a person's own opinion, the apostate's own opinion. So that is where you need to look at quite a few viewpoints, and those that I've mentioned, you will get an idea of where this is going at the moment. And that's what I did. I just looked at quite a few of the apostates, and I put the favourite ones that I liked on my channel. And sometimes they'd do a video that was really, really hitting the nail on the head, and it was just how I was feeling at that time, and it just gave me an answer at that time. Now, I didn't expect them to fill the void and give the comfort back to me that I'd lost once I'd left that religion. So please don't expect them to do that. That is not their job to do that. They're just there to present facts as they can prove them, and then for you to evaluate what they're telling you as to whether it's true or whether it's not true. And that's the best way to go about it for any of these ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that have started up these YouTube channels. And that is the way I did it. And I found that along the way, as I was looking at these quite poignant videos, and at times tear-jerking videos, because we were dealing with children here, children that had been abused. So yeah, naturally, I'm an emotional person, and I've shed a tear or two over some of the stories that I've heard. There was a woman from the USA that was relaying her childhood experiences, and yeah, I tell you, she could have made a movie out of it. It was that bad. So that's where we are now. We're at the point where we're waiting for the next tidbits of truth to start filtering down. And it usually comes through fairly trustworthy sources, because it would be pointless, wouldn't it, to do a video of a serious nature if you could not prove that fact. So I'm just going to say good luck to those that have just started doing their first videos, those that have shed the shackles and got rid of the reins, those that have found this newfound freedom which they were never allowed to express because it meant that they had to run everything by the elders before they could make any decision in their life. Good luck to you, but please don't expect anybody to fill the gap and heal the wounds. Only time is going to heal the wounds of at one time not believing what these people were saying, but now having some solid proof that what they were saying was actually true. And that is the difficult part of leaving a religion like that. It's important though that we exercise a bit of humility even now, because if we're not humble at this point now, then we will just shut off to even what the research people out there in YouTube are doing at the moment. So we need to exercise a bit of humility to take on board what they're saying. And that is where I am right at this point. So I'm truth seeking. I don't see myself as a proper apostate. I just see myself as someone that is willing to listen to a collective viewpoint of intelligent ex-JWs that are also passionate in their heart about alerting all those that are still trapped inside a deception